three different scenarios possible in Nifty and Bank Nifty expiries, three different ranges and three different possibilities. Let us discuss expiry analysis. Let us discuss possible expiry uh, comprehensively for both the indexes, Nifty as well as uh, Bank Nifty. Welcome to all of you to this live stream. I am Pradeep Singla, your friend, and on at Option School, we always try to analyze markets. We are try to trade in option strategies and option strategy adjustments. Now today what has happened, market has given a good gap up and it sustained also, but the two ranges which is it made which are important for tomorrow's expiry, that okay, 18,050 was the low, which was higher than yesterday, much higher than yesterday's close, and 18,197, so a 150 points range. If you don't consider the gap up, then this range is pretty normal. But if we consider the kind of a gap up market has given, then markets become pretty volatile, because yesterday we closed much below uh, 18,000. So 50-60 points gap up and another 150 points move. In the end, market cooling off by another 300, by almost 30 points. So a big range of 18,000 to 18,200 as of now. So market today didn't give any respite, and it was a uh, big move after a few days. Although all along the week market was moving by some points in upward direction, but today it has given a big gap up, and then it not only given a gap up, it has sustained that gap up also. So now what kind of expiry possibilities are there? Let us see uh, in tomorrow's scenario. So what has happened? Cash FIs have purchased 937 crores, DAs have sold 431 crores, F&O FIs have purchased 1205 crore index futures and sold just 95 crores index options. So I was expecting that okay, if this number is a big buying number, then tomorrow we can have a volatile session. But today it's a very small selling number, 95 crores only. So quite possible that okay, tomorrow we have a very dull session. We will see what are the possibilities for tomorrow's session. As of now, Dow is trading negative, roughly close to 150 points, and Nasdaq is mildly positive. Again, it all depends how they close, and that will be a clue for opening of our markets. What has happened to VIX? VIX has gone up very mildly, just 1.58%. Now, if markets have gone up and VIX has not gone up substantially, that is not a very bullish sign, to be honest with you, right? If market has gone up and VIX also goes up substantially, that is a very bullish sign. But otherwise, if market has gone up, VIX goes down, it is not at all bullish. Markets have gone up, VIX has gone up very mildly, you can say definitely markets will take a breather at these levels as far as VIX study is concerned. So it has gone up only by 1.58% today, which is not very high, right? So all of you who are new to channel, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button, and all of you who are already part of this family, please go ahead and click on the like button. That encourages us to come again and again for this live stream, right? Okay, now let us see what are the possibilities for tomorrow. If you see, highest OI stands between 18,200 and 18,000. Market has closed at around 18,161. So definitely market is between these 2 points. If I say straddle premium at 18,150, that stands at rupees 113. Now straddle premium is very important. Straddle premium tells us that okay, what traders are thinking, what kind of range they are carrying forward at the end of the day. So they are saying almost 100 points from 18,150. So straddle premium gives us a range of 18,150 minus 100, 18,050, and on upside 18,150 plus 100 roughly. So that gives us a range of 18,050 to 18,250. So this gives us 2 points, a lower point of 18,050 and 18,250. But what has happened, most of the time we saw that okay, at the end of the day the straddle premium analysis definitely hold good, but during the day, because of you see big gap ups, gap downs in the market, sometimes these ranges during the day definitely get broken. We said okay, let us analyze this market in three different ways where we can see that okay, what will happen in case market opens gap up, what will happen in case market opens gap down, and what will happen in case market opens very well within the range, right? So if you see, today's high is roughly around 18,197 and today's low is 18,050. Now with this kind of a high and low, we can have three different scenarios. So what can be the three different scenarios? First scenario, if market opens between this level only, although whatever Dow Jones is showing, whatever SGX is showing, tomorrow morning only we will come to know that okay, at what point markets are opening. So as of now, we know only one thing, that market has closed at around 18,161. It has made a low of 1815 today, and it has made a high of 18,197. Kind of activity which has already happened in the week. Uh, Chances are very bright that okay, it can be a very dull expiry. FIs have not done much into index options. That also indicate that okay, we can be in for a very dull expiry, right? So if market opens between these two levels, then definitely it can remain sideways between two levels. So suppose market opens at around 18,125, 18,130. So maybe it will make a dash towards 18,200 and maybe come back and expire somewhere close to 18,100. That is one of the possibilities, right? If market opens between these two levels, 18,050, and you can say roughly around 18,160, 170, or maybe 20-30 points up also, then upper resistance definitely should be 18,200 and 18,250, with a disclaimer that anybody can go wrong in these kind of markets, right? But definitely what data is saying, what options data is saying, because this is all time high closing, right? Beyond that, your technical charts do not have any data. So as of now, whatever we are able to calculate from options, it shows that okay, 18,200 and 18,240 should definitely act as a resistance for the market in case it opens within this today's range, which is 18,150 to 18,197. So if it opens at 18,200, we can see that okay, markets uh, drifting down towards 18,170, 180, and in the end maybe closing close to 18,240 or those levels. So these two levels will be the upper resistance levels. And on downside, suppose market opens at around 18,110 or 120, so 18,100 and 18,050. So today's low and today's high, if market opens in between these levels, these two will definitely act as short-term support and short-term resistance to the market really need to cross these two levels to make a next high or a next low. So if market really crosses that level convincingly, then 18,240 definitely should act as a resistance to the market. And if market really breaks down below 18,050, then we can say 18,100, 18,105 is a level from where it can again pick up, right? So this is the first scenario, that okay, market opening very well within the range of today's high and low. Second scenario is that okay, we find Dow is negative. When our market closed, it was not that negative, and markets are opening quite negatively. And if markets open quite negatively and they're opening very close to the level of 18,050, which is today's low, then what are the possibilities? Then 18,005 should act as a good support, followed by 17,940. So what has happened is market has given a sort of a gap up. So all the technical analysis say that okay, generally there is a gap filling theory, that okay, market will come back and fill the gap, and then from there again start again. So in case we find that okay, markets are making a very gap down kind of a opening and opening close to 18,060, 18,050 or 40, then definitely there is a chance it can go up to 18,000, 18,005. From there it will be decided that okay, whether market is really drifting down or whether it will recover. So 18,000, 18,005 level will be something which we need to watch very closely in case markets really open gapped down. So the two levels, 18,005 and 17,940. And then obviously if market has gone to those levels, then upper resistance will be 18,090 to 18,100. So that will be the range of the market, that okay, 17,940 to 18,100 kind of a range will be there with the market. That is the second possibility. This possibility will be when markets have opened negatively, right? Third possibility, which as of now SGX is reflecting, that okay, market opens gap up and it opens somewhere closer to 18,190, 18,200. So we are just analyzing various possibilities, right? And nobody knows that okay, tomorrow markets open at 18,250 itself, right? Chances are low, but yes, you can only analyze whatever is available in the data. So we say that okay, if there is a gap up, that gap up should not be more than 30-40 points. In that case, market will be opening and closer to the level of 18,200, which is the highest level of today's market, right? In that case, upper resistances will be 18,240, 18,270. If market touches these levels, obviously it will not go much below. Downside 18,100, and at the most will be 18,050. So if market really breaks the upper level, and then even if it comes down, then we cannot expect that okay, 17,940 levels can be touched, right? So this can be the range. So what are the three possibilities? Range of the market can be in three different ranges. What we find in weekly expiries, there has been even such a dull expiry where market has not moved between high and low more than 70 points, or generally it is 100 to 150 points. So what can be three possible ranges depending upon what kind of opening is there? If opening is very dull, so 18,050, 18,200 is one range. In case we are finding a 50-60 points gap down range, gap down opening, market opening close to 18,050, 18,080, then definitely 17,940 to 18,100 should be the range. And in case market makes a gap up of 30-40 points, then 18,100 and 18,270 will be the range. That is how we are able to calculate through option chain. Now interestingly, if you see this range, which is a middle range, again is having a market breadth of roughly around 150 points. This is again almost 150, 160 points, and this one is again 160 to 170 points. Not necessarily that okay, if market is opening it will touch both the levels, so it can be a less width range also for the market. But these are the three things. So depending upon whether it's a gap up, whether it's a gap down, or whether it's a very dull start to the market, we will find these kind of range in the market. So accordingly we should be very cautious. In case there is a gap down, definitely it makes sense to wait for market touch around 18,000, and if that also is broken for next 10-15 minutes, then definitely next level to watch for is 17,940, 950. At that point in time, definitely it makes sense to take a bullish trade. So tomorrow's expiry will not decide whether market has now become bearish or bullish. Now for markets to establish that okay, they have turned bearish, we need a closing very close to 70,500, which hopefully is not going to happen tomorrow at least, right? So in case market is showing a second scenario, so definitely it makes sense to wait till 70,940, 950, and then take a bullish trade. Can be a put sell, can be a call buy, and a credit spread on debit spread on call also. So whichever way you want to trade. And in case market makes a big gap up, then definitely 18,100 will become a very strong support. In that case market may not break 18,100 at all. On upside, um really I will be surprised in case market makes a uh, level of more than 18,270, 280. For few minutes it can go 20 points here and there, but it should definitely close lower than that. But you never know anything with a strong conviction, because it's an open area now. Nobody has seen what can be the market level from here, right? What Mr. Rajiv is saying, looking at the super bullish mode of Nifty, converted IR counter to Z leaders, safe till 70,000, book profit, no loss. Thanks to the knowledge, everybody. Thanks. So that's great, Rajiv. So definitely Z leaders are good strategies in such bullish markets, right? What Mr. Raghav is saying, got a WhatsApp forward of Infi ADR is up 7%, Wipro ADR is up 7.3%, TCS GDR up 4%. So Nifty should see new highs tomorrow. SGX is 18 to 18. Quite possible. You see, all these news will also have a lot of impact on how markets behave. But in spite of all these news, we can have a market which is not positive, right? So all these things melt down just within first uh, 30 to 45 minutes. After that, market will start playing whatever markets want to play for the expiry, and whatever the big market players want from the expiry, right? So expiry days can be really tough and can be very different from normal days. What about Bank Nifty? Let's see Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty definitely is behaving slightly better than Nifty as far as volatility is concerned. The ranges are pretty much acceptable. It is not the case in case of Nifty. So Bank Nifty made a low of 38,502 and made a high of 38,735. So only 235, whereas Nifty also made almost 150 points. So I would say Bank Nifty is definitely acting as a much more stable index. right? So let us see what are the possibilities for Bank Nifty tomorrow. Now, highest OI stands at 38,000, 39,000. Obviously, for Bank Nifty, generally it stands at 1,000 points. Very rarely you see that, okay, market is at 38,600 and you will have a 500 points gap in OI. It is 38,000, 39,000. Straddle premium at 38,600 stands at rupees 350. That's pretty attractive. 350 rupees at the Straddle premium. And obviously, we'll find that, okay, it will be melting down right at the opening, wherever the market opens, right? This gives us a range of around, you subtract 350 points, it gives me a range of around 38,300. Market close, I think 38,635 or so. And on the upside, very close to 39,000, which is very close to the call highest OI also. So it seems straddle premium is basically decided by traders. So traders are thinking that, okay, it may not go above 39,000, and on down 38,300 seems to be a good support. Now, if we see today's high is 38,780, which is definitely quite lower than 39,000, which is the highest open interest, and low is 38,500, right? So closing is 38,630. 38,500 to 38,780 is a very, I think, acceptable and a smart range by Bank Nifty. It has not moved much, and so if you analyze all these things, again, we have three different scenarios. Where does the market open depending upon whatever is happening on global markets, whatever is happening to these IT stocks? So first scenario is that, okay, market opens again between today's close and today's closing high and low, which is 38.5 to 38.780. Definitely, then we are in for uh, a, a stable expiry. Then in that case, upper resistance will be 38.780 and 38,900. Why I am saying 38,900, although that area is also not a, because if you see at 38,800, there is a premium of 100 rupees on the call side. So 38,800 plus 100 rupees, you will find 38,900 should definitely act as a resistance for the market. Again, I am saying in case we are having a opening which is very well within this. Market has closed at 38,635, right? So if opening is 38,600, 38,550, 38,700 kind of opening, then these two levels should act as a resistance in Bank Nifty. 10-20 points here and there, you see, it's very difficult to judge. And in that case, downward support obviously 38,500. And in case market starts drifting below 38,500, maybe after 2 hours of trade or 3 hours of trade, market starts drifting down, then 38,370 is the level based on option premium calculations, which should hold. And ultimately what we find that, okay, based on straddle premium also, 38,300 is the level below which market should not go, right? And second scenario, if market opens at the lower end and very close to what is today's low, that is 38,500, in that case the range will definitely change. Then 38,370 should act as a good support, followed by 38,170. It should not go below 38,170, although 38,000 is the highest open interest, and markets do tend to touch their highest open interest. So many times we have seen that, right? So if market opens at around 38,500 or 38,520, 530, 40, and it starts drifting down, so 38,370 should act as a first support, 38,170 should act as a second support. In that case, upper resistance will be 38,650 and 38,780, right? And what can be the third scenario? Can you write? I have given you two scenarios, so that will give me a chance to have a sip of water. So what can be the third scenario? Please write in the chat window so that we can see what are the so one possibility, market opens flat within the range of today's high and low. Second is market opens towards the lower end. And what can be the third possibility? Mr. Vinod says, great analysis. Thank you for this. Most welcome, Mr. Vinod. Holding C 18,300, SGX touch 250, fearing for running for cover after opening tomorrow. I don't think you should have much to worry, but yes, with a disclaimer that markets are really, really crazy, at least on the upside. So always you need to be slightly cautious. And what Mr. Raghav is saying, Tata Motors area also up. So it has already gone pretty much up today, and I don't know where will it go from here, right? Let's see. So what is the third scenario? Third scenario is that okay, markets again make a gap up and open up somewhere close to 38,780, which is the day's high, at least for today, for Wednesday, right? And you never know, right? It can if the kind of scenario we are seeing that okay, all these areas, etc., are up, and markets try to make a big gap up, so it can definitely open up at 38,800, 38,850, etc. But in any case, then 38,900 and 39,000. 39,000 is the highest open interest as of now also. So then these two levels should definitely act as resistance to the market. In that case, the downside again 38,650 and 38,500. So if I summarize all the three possibilities for bank nifty also, there can be three ranges. If market now gap up, gap downs, generally in all the expiry days they consume, you see, 50% of the move of the market, right? So if market is opening between 38.5 and 38.800, then definitely the first move that okay, these two will act as support and resistance. Second scenario, there can be a range between 38.170 to 38.650 in case we find market uh, making a gap down opening in the morning. And third scenario, in case market is making a gap up opening of 100 points or 50-60 points or 150 points, then 38,650 to 39,000 will be the scenario for these markets. Now if you see, very interestingly, what we are able to find that okay, this range is around 300 points. So 300 points is a good range for bank nifty expiry weekly expiry day, and in this case the range is around 480 points, and in this case also the range is around 350 points. Okay, this is a thin range, which would mean that expiry can be very dull. Today also, if you have seen bank nifty, the total high and low difference is hardly 235 points, and this can lead to little bit of distress, because there must be a lot of people sitting with short puts, and this definitely will be a killer, because already a lot of people on the short side, all the call sellers must definitely be in some kind of a trouble. So three ranges we have given for bank nifty, and three ranges we have given for nifty. We have tried to do this a comprehensive analysis that okay, what will happen, then again we will see during the day where is the congestion happening, what are the traders doing. According to that also, a level of 50 or 100 points can be changed. But based on the kind of closing we have, I'm not saying what are global cues right now. Global cues, if you see only Dow Jones, it is definitely down. Half an hour back it was definitely down by almost 150 points, and based on the kind of closing, market has not closed at their higher end, especially bank nifty also has gone down by 30-40 points. So there is a possibility that okay, tomorrow we can see a cool off of 30-40 points right in the opening. So if in case the middle range, which is a gap down range, comes into action, that would be I think that would be really great for call sellers, may not be very great for put sellers. But then depending, I'm not talking about your positional trades. Positional trades, in any case, you know how to handle. But definitely for expiry trades, you must see that okay, in case market is, especially bank nifty, has drifted down, so wait for a level of 38, 370, 350 to break before deciding that okay, can I sell some 38,000 puts, right? So that will help you to take some expiry trades tomorrow, and those expiry trades not necessarily should be taken into tomorrow's expiry only. They can definitely be taken into next expiry also, because that gives you a wider scope of doing adjustments. Markets are undoubtedly pretty tough and pretty volatile also, right? So we have two recorded workshops: Mastering Iron Condors, Butterfly and Iron Butterfly in Nifty and Bank Nifty. These videos are shared for 6 months, and doubts can be clarified over email. Anybody interested can send us a WhatsApp on this number, which is shown on the screen. And then our next 2 days workshop is coming on 23rd and 24th of October, where we are talking about low risk setups. You see, ultimately it's about your money, whether you are able to grab more profit. That is the second thing. First thing is the principal money, the capital money should be very safe in these kind of markets, which is not an easy thing to do. And right trading and adjustment methods with a lot of back testing of trades, firefighting methods will be discussed in this, and all the material also will be shared. Anybody interested can WhatsApp us at the number shown on the screen. Do join our Twitter handle, especially on expiry day. Sometimes there are very, very good discussions. So go ahead and follow us on Twitter at the options pool is our handle. For any other queries, you can contact us at these numbers, or you can write to us at info at the options pool .in. Do click on the like button. Your likes are also very, very precious to us, and your likes only decide that okay, how regularly we come. If we are really, really liked by all of you, it makes a compulsion for us to come and do these videos and analyze markets. But if likes are below par, then definitely you don't feel like going ahead and doing these videos, because they definitely require a lot of preparation efforts, right? Thank great concept of analyzing three different scenarios, Mr. Rajiv says. Thanks for all the efforts. So nice of you, Mr. Rajiv. And we have read your message on Twitter also, and we said okay, at least today we must go and do these videos. But again, if videos are really, really shared and liked, only then it makes sense for a person to do such a effort for creating this kind of analysis, right? So share this video to somebody whom you think it will be useful, and do write your comments, suggestions, feedbacks, and make it interactive so that, see, all of us can benefit from each other's ideas. So do write your comments in the comment section, and if you have not subscribed to this video, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button. While clicking on the subscribe button, do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you are getting a notification at the right time. Today we have just preponed the video by 15 minutes. Instead of doing it at 9 p.m., we are doing it at 8:45 p.m. because again, I was to attend a function at uh, around 9 o'clock, but now I will be reaching there at around 9:30. So sorry for that, for changing the time. Generally, I do not like to change the time of the video, but anyway, some of you might have been uh, caught by surprise, but today we have done it at 8:45, right? So in case of any stuck up trades, again, even for the sake of repeating, any stuck up trades, please at around 3:15, 3:20, try to roll over your trades in case they are into any kind of a loss, and then you get sufficient time to see what is happening in the markets for again full 1 week or full 1 month, right? So all the best to all of you for your expiry trades, and have a great profitable day. Thanks. See you all tomorrow at same time. Thank you.